Greetings everyone, DJ Dan Pelletier here with another video in my wedding personalization and customization series. I'm in my new home office. Please excuse the mess. We literally just moved and I'm still kind of making this my own. But yesterday I sat down to write the ceremony script for my wedding next weekend, where I'm serving not only as the DJ, but I will also be officiating the ceremony, which is a service I offer as a justice of the peace. And I recorded the hour or so that it took me to put the script together, and wanted to share it with everybody so you can get an idea of just what goes into creating these unique, personalized moments and one-of-a-kind ceremonies. So enjoy. So we can see here, this is Jessica and Patrick. Their wedding is coming up on August 23rd of this year. And they've already gone, and we had our planning meeting a couple of weeks ago, where we went over all of the details, like the timeline, and everybody I'll be introducing, and their music and everything like that. And that's towards the bottom of this document. This is my standard planning document. But they also filled out my Google Forms that I've put together. I've already gone through and jotted down 2 pages of notes here so I can get an idea of what I'm going to be creating. But you can see I've got questions about kind of their history, how they met, things they like to do together, important other people in their lives, special things they want to have during the ceremony. So like they want to do a sand ceremony with sand collected from important places in their lives. Asks what a wedding is, what it means to be married, all these different sorts of things. We can see here they're looking for a 20-minute ceremony, which is, to me, around the ideal length. Some other little personal details, the amount of humor that they want, if they did want any discussion of God or religion or anything like that. They did fill this out as a couple. I also, I do give the option that they can either fill it out, my clients can fill it out as a couple, they can fill it out individually, maybe if they want to surprise each other. As I said, I already went through, and I know I definitely want to include the story of their first date, because that came up a couple of times, and that feels really important to them. They've got a great proposal story. Their hobbies, their son that was born last fall is someone they noted as being super important to them, as well as their dog, who they would love to have at the wedding, but unfortunately won't be able to be there, but they want to make sure that he gets a shout out because he's really important to them. We now hop over to my template ceremony document. Recently I've been really focusing on revamping a lot of my tools for planning, and this one's kind of more of a back-end one, in that it has a lot of different options for language for all of the different parts of the ceremony. Once I get a sense for the couple, I can go in here and begin to build the start of their script from there. Figure out how I want to add some personal touches, and then I'm going to go in and work through the, adding in a lot of these personal details. Let's jump over and I'll, walk you through me writing the ceremony. So we've got this split screen here. I'm going to go here, and now we're going to start with their script. We'll start with that over here. We'll put that into this document. I believe it's going to be who gives this woman to this man. And as you can see, a lot of the language is very modern and inclusive, for it is 2025. I do same-sex ceremonies, non-binary couples, anything like that, because again, I want, as long as you're two people, 2 adults in love, I will marry anybody. This is right here, one of the most important things when I'm DJing and I see first-time officiants, or unfortunately sometimes not first-time officiants. One of the biggest things they forget to do is to remind everybody to be seated after the processional, and then you have this awkward thing of people not knowing if they're supposed to be remaining standing or whatnot. And some people start to sit down, other people remain standing because we're very creatures of habit. So it's really important that I got to make sure that I put in there, thank you, everyone be seated. And then I'm actually going to go over here and I'm going to grab this bit they had about photography. Going to make that kind of a nice humorous moment as we start to put it together. All right, so then I'm going to come down to my words of welcome. And again, it seems like this is a little more casual. You can see I've got my options here of warm and personal, storytelling, light and humorous. So, words they gave me that a wedding is a blending of lives, people coming together, a celebration of love, commitment, joining of families, an important milestone, things like that. So I think I'm going to go with warm and personal here. So I've got my words of welcome, and then we'll come down. All right. I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with my classic storytelling here. And then I'll be able to insert some more personal details in a little bit. So let's. Now they do not have anybody else doing readings. They are also not writing their own vows. So from there, I'm probably going to insert some, storytelling elements. So then I'm probably gonna go. Let's grab. I'm gonna stick with these very first ones. I kind of like where I'm going with these ones here. So then we get to the declaration of intent, and then let's go down and let's grab some vows. Now again, they did not write their own vows, so I'm gonna skip over this first section. And this one kind of talks about mountains. Let's see. I mean, in their story, they talk about they enjoy hiking and cooking, restaurants, brewery, lake house. So maybe I can include some things like that. I kind of like what we've got here. So and now we need to exchange the rings. Since I kind of went a little longer with the declaration and the intent, let's go with these nice short symbolic meaning ones. So then we're gonna go with the sand ceremony. Something else I want to make sure I go grab is the pronunciation of the bride's maiden name. Very important that we pronounce all of our words correctly, but especially important that we pronounce the names of anyone correctly, and of the most importance, we pronounce the bride and groom's names correctly. Oh, and then the most important part, the thing I gotta make sure I do, I need to make sure I legally declare them married. And then I also want to put in the get out of the way. I do not want to be in the photo for the first kiss. We will go to closing. I now present to you. Present to you for the first time. The new Mr. and Mrs. Bryden. Hit play music, because not only am I officiating the wedding, but I'm still running things. So I'll be Bluetoothing from my iPad that'll be hidden in my binder, control of the sound. So now you can see I've got my template of my script here, and now I've got to actually go in and do all of the writing. So let's go through and take care of that. So let's see. Ceremony starting at 4, so let's call this good afternoon. All right. Everyone, right there. I'm going to go through and looks good to me, and I'm gonna let it sit for a couple days so I can come back to it, read it out loud, make sure I like the flow of it and everything. So I hope you've enjoyed this behind the scenes look at just what goes into creating these unique, one of a kind, memorable moments at a wedding. And hopefully it kind of sparks your imagination and shows you just how I can go that extra mile and help turn your event into a celebration of your love or a celebration of you, and all the ways we can bring out your personal details. And be on the lookout for more videos like this in the future. Thank you.